Hi everyone, I'm Timaeus, and today we're back with a quest guide for Bon Voyage. So a word pun on Bon Voyage, which is good voyage, I think, in French. The objective is to help create a ship for the museum crew, the Verk Museum to be Pacific, so they can discover a new island in Mauritania, all the way over here somewhere, which is going to be the Fossil Island, which right here is one of the best training grounds for basically all forms of combat. These crabs are like incredibly good to train on. They have low defense, 100 HP, pretty solid training area. For requirements, you will need at least 100 museum kudos. I have 118. You can get 50 kudos by doing the Unclean Finds mini quest, which is accessible after you finish the dig site quest, which I have a guide for. But to give you a rundown, TLDR, you just go into this area, put on the stuff here, take the tools, equip the gloves and the boots, and then just basically get yourself a giant pile of unclean finds, clean them using the specimen tool, and then you have to find like 5 special items, like a gold coin, an old coin like this, and then basically you talk to the you talk to any archaeologist like Theus or Caden or I guess Cinco, and they'll tell you where to put the item. There's 5 items, there's 5 different cases, these 4 cases which will be empty for you, and this case will be updated with a new pottery item. So yeah, that's basically the entire mini quest, which I have a guide for, so I recommend you just check that out instead of like I guess doing it here. Anyway, so that's one way to get 50 kudos. To get the remaining kudos, you can basically head upstairs and talk to historian Minos, and after you finish certain quests like Demon Slayer, Shield of Arrow, etc. As you see, there's a bunch of items like the Shield of Arrow, the I guess this would be the Demon Slayer, and so forth. Once you finish that, you can talk to him, and then tell him that you have some information that might be of interest to his displays, and based on your experience, he'll update the facts for each display, and in turn you get some kudos and some XP lamp. So that's the other way to gain some kudos for the museum. Yeah. And you also need to complete the dig site quest to actually start this quest. For other requirements, you also need 2 vodka bottles and 1 Marintil potion unfinished. So those are everything that you need. For optional stuff, I recommend having at least some kind of energy efficiency, like 8 energy potions, and a way to fast travel to the Verk area twice, such as using the Verk teleport tablet, and basically a way to fast travel to the dig site. Let's see here. 3 times, such as using a dig site teleport scroll. These are pretty expensive. These are like 30,000 coins or something. Yeah, so it's definitely not cheap, but very convenient for his quest. And a way to fast travel to the woodcutting guild 1 time, like using skills necklace. Lumberyard 1 time, such as using the dig site teleport scroll. I think there's also a lumber's teleport scroll, but since I'm lazy, I'll basically just use the same dig site teleport. I think the lumber's one is like 10,000 coins, like so it's definitely cheaper. And a way to fast travel to Port's room, such as using Amulet Glory to Drainer Village. Okay, so make sure you have your stuff, namely the 2 vodka and also the 1 Marintil potion unfinished. Those are required, and your teleports and basically energy efficiencies. Once you're ready, head your way to the Verk Museum, which is close to the east. Oops, sorry about that, guys. My recording just stopped by itself. As I was saying, the Varric Museum is right very close to the east bank. You can teleport to Varric using the tablet and make your way north east. And once you are here, there's a bank over there. There's the square, and this is the museum on the first floor. We're going to talk to Curator Haig Halan. Welcome to the Varric Museum, and ask him, have you any interesting news for me? Yes, we found a rather interesting island to the north of Mauritania. We believe that it may be of archaeological significance. Okay, so what's the catch? Indeed, we are trying to make final preparations for our voyage. However, you may just be the person to help us out. Assuming you've got the necessary qualifications. Would I qualify then? You do. You've helped us a great deal around the museum kudos of least 100, and have finished the dig site quest. I.E. have finished the earth science exams. I have received word from the dig site that the canal has been constructed and the barge is waiting for some final touches. The site foreman requested the aid of a qualified and experienced adventurer. Why exactly? And I think you fit the bill. Okay. Sign me up. That's good to hear. You should speak to the foreman at the dig site. I'll make sure he knows to expect you. Okay, so now just go to the dig site. You can just, I guess, you can just, I got run from the museum all the way over here. You probably have to use this gate, which is free. This gate requires you to have at least 153 museum kudoses. Since I only have 118, that's not gonna work. So this is a free gate. It's a bit longer anyway. Once you're here at the dig site, head your way to the north area, right next to the ship. So that gate requires 153 kudoses. This is a free gate, and then this is the dig site. We're going to talk to the the foreman. Here we are. Hello, the curator said you need some assistance. About time. We're in the final stages of preparation. There are a few minor adjustments I'd like to make on the barge before we get our crew ready. What can I do for you? Well, we learned from our previous attempts that we need a sturdier type of wood to keep the barge afloat, so they tried before and failed. However, magic logs had peculiar side effects. Luckily, a new high-made wood discovered in distant western lands, the Great Karand, makes the perfect material for the area of the barge we need to reinforce. So you want me to bring that wood to you? It's not quite so simple. You have to talk to the sawmill operator at the Varric sawmill to the northwest. He will let you know more on what has to be done. Okay, I'll talk to the sawmill operator. Okay, and the sawmill is not that far. It's right here. So you can just exit the gate and just run your way over there. And there's the lumber yard. And once you're at the lumber yard from the ship, we're going to talk to the sawmill operator. Do you want me to make some planks for you? I'm here on behalf of the Varric Museum team. I was wondering when they finally sent over a member of that expedition. What do you need me to do? None of the lumber here is appropriate for the task at hand. However, I've arranged a fairly generous deal between myself and the sawmill over in Osiris Woodcutting Guild. You have to deliver the agreements to their sawmill operator over there for us to proceed. Sounds fairly straightforward. Good to hear. Once the document has been processed and signed, bring it back to me and we'll begin to create the material for the foreman. Okay, bye. So now just make your way to the Woodcutting Guild. You can use the nifty skills necklace And here we are. So for reference, this is the Woodcutting Guild. This is Hosidius. Yeah. So there's 2 entrances. This one I think requires you to have a certain woodcutting level. This one is I think free, the east one. So you can enter inside of here, which should be accessible by everyone. And then head your way to the Sawmill operator over here, who is pretty much in the center. And then give him the Sawmill proposal. I'm here on behalf of the museum team. How can I help? The Sawmill operator in Varrock said you were in possession of some special planks. These here, not an easy feat, but I managed to make some very high quality lumber out of the logs from the redwood tree up there. Redwood planks, precisely. Could they be used to build anything else? Well, it certainly makes for an interesting material. I can imagine it being used for all sorts in the future. Anyway, do you have the proposal deal on you? The sooner we get this arrangement set up, the better we're off. Yes, I have it right here. Hand it over, and I'll just make sure everything looks correct, and then he signs it, and then we're good to go. So let's go back to the lumber yard by Varrock. The Woodcutting Guild signed the trade agreement. Great! Where is the documentation? Here it is. That looks in order. I'll get those samples to the foreman right away. Well done. The foreman at the dig site should know what to do with you next. Thanks. Bye. Alright, so let's return to the foreman. Hello. The supplies have arrived earlier. My men have reinforced the bars. Thanks for your help. Anything else you need? The barge is prepared for Voyage, so I'm just about done here. Now that the barge is ready, you should probably talk to the lead navigator on board. There doesn't seem to be a gangplank. How do I actually do this? The barge guard will happily help you board. Just give him a prod. So talk to the barge guard. How can I help you? Can I board the ship? Absolutely, the navigators are waiting. I guess he just tosses us onto the ship or something? I have no idea. So now talk to the lead navigator. Hello, I'm the lead navigator on the expedition. I take it you're here to help us out? Yep. Good, because we're going to need your help if we're going to ever get on this voyage. What is wrong? Well, you may be aware of the previous attempts at this expedition. No, what happened? Doesn't really matter what you say, but for more backstory, you can ask him that. The first barge had some serious design flaws. It didn't float. The second barge suffered from feature creep. Senior museum staff stuck their oar in and added unnecessary features: go faster stripes, a portable fossil centrifuge, and a walk-on mini museum. Needless to say, it could not float as well. The third barge made it out to the sea, but a special sea lens was used that attracted sea monsters. They didn't make it very far either. The fourth one used special sea lens. This one attracted icebergs. The fifth crashed into the sixth. We lost the seventh. The eighth barge is still here, we think. An accident involving a magical explosion and some talking anchovies means that we now believe relieved to reside 12 seconds out of phase. Wow. So the ninth one was built using a magical logs. The barge gained some sort of rudimentary sentience. It developed serious depression and ran itself into Crandor. Dang, you guys have terrible luck. But I guess the Wright brothers took many attempts before they actually made flight possible. Yeah, try until you succeed. So, do you understand why we need your help? Not really. The voyage is clearly cursed. We can't make it. Alright. Well, whether you believe it or not, none of my men will be going on this expedition unless you can secure our safety from the curse. How do I do that? We're not the first crew to face a cursed voyage. Perhaps someone who has experienced one before can help give you some advice. Any ideas of where I can find one? I've heard stories at the Rusty Anchor Inn in Port Rim. I'm sure you'll find someone there who can talk to you about this. I'll see what I can learn. So now head to Port Rim. You can use your Amulet Glory to join your village. And once you're here, the Rusty Anchor Inn is a pub on the north side of the Port Rim area. Once you're inside, talk to Jack Siegel about cursed voyages. Ever made any cursed voyages? Aye, I've sailed many a treacherous journey in my time. What it be to you? I'm meant to be setting sail on a voyage of my own, but the crew won't go without some sort of protection. I was hoping someone here would know a way to avoid falling victim to the so-called curse. There be nothing so-called. It is a curse. Aye, 'tis a matter we take very seriously in our profession. Luckily, there are ways you can avoid a curse. What do I need to do? Well, that depends on the curse that bestows upon you. We are heading our voyage to an ancient, previously unexplored island for Varric Museum. The museum, eh? Ye be digging up bones and then sorting through them? I guess so. Then the way I see it, ye be needing a lucky charm to do that. A lucky charm to do with digging up bones? Aye, I hear folk talking of an odd old man up in the quarry near Patodomus who sounds as if he might be dealing with those sorts of things himself. Bah, this poor young laddie is sailing a cursed voyage, and ye be suggesting lucky charms? What ye be getting at? Listen here, young lad, there be no way out of a cursed voyage. However, there are ways one can make it through unscathed. Take no notice of him. I just thought it'd be worth you knowing all your options. Perhaps. So what is it that I need to do? Folk be telling tales of a special potion, a potion of sea legs, they be calling it. A potion of sea legs? Aye, the crew simply drink the potion before they be setting sail, and the next thing they know, they be safely at their destination. Ark, magical potions be sounding like nonsense to me. Well, I guess I'll be talking to the navigators and offer both solutions to see which one they prefer before we actually venture into the voyage. Arg? Arg, close enough. Be off with ye. And that is, I guess, our two solutions. So let's go back to the lead navigator. Hello, I have some choices for you guys, two options. So the first is to use a good luck charm, something related to our expedition, a lucky bone from an odd old man in Patodomus. The second is a potion of sea legs. The crew would have to drink it at the start of the voyage. I'm certainly not putting my crew's life in the hands of a lucky charm, so I'll go with the potion. I think the lucky charm sounds like a good idea, says the junior navigator. Oh, quiet boy, you shouldn't believe in such nonsense. It's okay, we can do both. Fine by me as long as you get that potion. Thanks, mister. The apothecary in Varric might be able to assist you with the potion. I start by paying him a visit. Don't forget the lucky charm from the odd old man up in Patodomus. Okay, I'll be back once I have everything. So the order in which you do this doesn't really matter. But since I'm already near the odd old man, We'll just go to him first. He is just a bit north of the dig site in the Silveria region, right by the mining pit, so basically right here. He's also your point of contact for two quests, Rag Bone 1 and Rag and Bone 2, but we'll do those another day. So here we are, heading way north, and we're going to talk to the Auto Man, which is this guy, about lucky charms. Can you help me get a lucky charm? I suppose I have something like that lying around here. Huh? Why would you want such a thing? So say the curse voyage. I'm making a curse voyage. Interesting. I have something that could be of use to you. Great. What would you like for it? Nothing. You can have it for free. Just be sure to bring back any interesting bones you find on that island. Sure. And we got his lucky charm, which looks like an ankh, the Egyptian symbol for life. So that's one down. So next we're going to go to the apothecary, which is inside Varrock. Head to Varrock and basically go to the potion shop southwest, and we'll talk to this guy. There is a square for reference. I am the apothecary. I brew potions. Talk about something else. Oops, shoot. Talk about the Voyage. There we are, finally. I am looking for an unusual potion for a curse voyage. You want a potion of sea legs? Exactly, what's so funny? You'll be amazed at the nonsense the pirates believe. I'll let you in a little secret. There is nothing magical about the potion to save you from a sea's wrath. Then why have you been giving them to sailors? A simple herbal remedy containing vodka, lots of vodka. Look, if you want to bring me the ingredients, I'll make you the potion regardless. It's not going to save your crew from sea curses, of course, but it will certainly put their fears to rest with all that vodka. I will need 2 bottles of vodka and 1 unfinished Naruto potion. So now talk to him again and give him all the ingredients. Oops, wrong thing. Here you go. Excellent. And we got ourselves the potion of sea legs, and that is pretty much everything we need. So let's go back to the ship. Give the lucky charm to the junior navigator. Here you go. I'm feeling luckier already. Give the lead navigator the potion of sea legs. Here you go. Alright, so we're good to go. Everyone ready? Let's sail off. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. So let's go. Alright, and each member of the crew, apart from the junior navigator, take a sip of the potion of sea legs. It's a very small potion. It doesn't take long for the potion to take effect, causing them to pass out. Strong vodka. What did your potion do to the crew? Well, the apothecary figured they can't be afraid if they're unconscious. But then who's going to get us to the island? Aren't you a navigator? Yes, a junior navigator. I've never navigated open waters like this. What do we do? Let me think. You need to operate the barge controls. I'll let you know if we're headed in the right direction. You need to fight against the winds to keep the bearing north, so straight. You can do that by steering the barge. You can increase or decrease our speed by adjusting the sails. You might find keeping the bearing north easier or slower, or at slower speeds, so easier to control, but it will take longer to reach the island. If we're headed in the wrong direction for too long, I'll take us back to the dig site. Okay. Let me know if you want me to go over the instructions at any time. Not really. Okay, so this is basically what we're gonna do. So this is the bearing, which has to be kept straight. So you can use it by basically clicking to the right, steer to the right, put this back in, or to the left. It's easier to steer when you have a lower speed. So but it takes longer to fill up this progress bar. So I recommend just trying to keep it at max speed, and just kind of spamming the directions to keep it north. So we make more progress that way. Alright, finally, it took a while. Quest completed. When we have access to the fossil island. Good work, Tamias. You got us here one piece. I suppose you want to explore the island yourself as soon as possible. Here, take this journal as you can keep track of your discoveries. Base camp is being set up on shore, right there. Let me know if you need anything else. And that is the entire quest. This is your own journal you can keep to yourself. As you chart the island, you can see there's a lot of stuff there to kind of explore. And to get off the island, just talk to him. I think talk to him. And basically you were able to sail this boat and basically make your way to shore. For example, oops, I think this puts me back to Varrock. Yep, anyway, so, we have unlocked a new area. Yeah,